Hey there, Cheesemeisters, and welcome back to the Peach Pod After Dark. I am Jeff, and this is going to fuck up my algorithm. And joining me on the other end of the internet, my host.
I'm Leslie, and as we all know, I had the biggest mouth on Avenue A.
Uh-huh. Or however they responded. All of the knowing Irish Jews in this movie. They were like, oh, that loudmouth bitch. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, where's her soapbox?
I know.
Soapbox Sandy.
That's right. This week, Cheesemeisters, we are talking about Mrs. Santa Claus, the 1996 What If Newsies, but at Christmas masterpiece. Written by Mark Salzman, directed by Terry Hughes, music by Jerry Herman, who, I don't know if you're aware of this, you probably are, because you know these sorts of things. Could I interest you in a little something called La Cage aux Folles? Or what about something called Mame?
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Hello, Dolly.
I know, right?
Yeah, this guy did some things that I haven't seen. But I'm aware of. I've seen The Birdcage, but I've not seen La Cage aux Folles.
That's true.
And I have not. I know what Hello, Dolly and Mame are. I know that they exist. I know that they're like canon.
Yeah.
I have not seen them. This movie stars Jessica Fletcher herself, Angela Lansbury as Mrs. Santa Claus, Michael Jeter as, I think his name's Arvo, but this thing changed it to Argo.
It's Arvo.
Yeah. Terrence Mann as Augustus P. Tavish, Lindy Bartleson as Nora, and Doc Hopper as Santa, Charles Durning. We are watching this in conjunction with Season 5, Episode 15, Christmas Comes This Time Each Year. Which is why this fucking on my algorithm, because it's February and I'm watching like made for TV Christmas movies from the mid 90s. I confused the shit out of Prime Video tonight.
That's good. That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay. Let's keep sticking our finger in the eye of our business daddies.
Absolutely.
Our spelling connection this week is Lindsay Bartleson, Nora. She was in an episode of Seventh Heaven. About this movie, critically not rated on Rotten Tomatoes because it was a made-for-TV movie in the mid-90s. Yeah, it wasn't like Raj was sitting down and pouring over this one. But 61% on the popometer, so moderately fresh. Yeah. Fresh like one of those meats that pairs with one of those things that it don't pair with in that song she was singing.
I was thinking it.
Yeah.
Except she definitely lists things that I'm like, I think those work together, but it's 1910. You all don't like do fusion food yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is no Michelin stars. There's no Michelin. Nothing tires.
No.
This movie won awards. Did you know it?
I don't think I did know that.
It won an Emmy for outstanding hairstyling for a miniseries or special.
Oh yeah,
and it was nominated. Yeah, it was nominated for art direction, choreography, costume design, and music for the song Mrs. Santa Claus. So nice. This was well represented in the Emmys of 1996. So
way to go, Emmys.
I know.
That one time.
So is this one of your childhood ones, the ones you watched growing up with like Newsies and stuff?
I think I saw this before I saw Newsies. And this came out. Yeah, I have very fond memories of seeing this. I think when I was 7 when it came out.
Okay.
And I mean, yeah, this is probably the most you all will ever see me smile on this show. We'll see. But I'm just giddy because I love this. I love this movie.
Can I make you slightly more giddy with something you may or may not know?
Okay.
You know the Avenue A song?
Yes.
All of that shit was shot on the backlot. You know what else was shot there?
What?
Newsies.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. And Dr. Horrible sing-along blog.
So
which I'm also a big fan of.
This is the best backlot.
It's pretty good. So this movie is it's about Mrs. Santa Claus who is neglected. I mean, just is. Like she's got a job at the North Pole. It's called run the sweatshop. Get those elves working, but she does it with
Yep.
love. And they finish like they make all their shit. And I don't know. We may have to talk process here at the North Pole because she finished all of the toys a week before Christmas, but Santa hadn't even finished taking the orders yet. Like he's still reading the letters. I don't, there's a lot of kids that Christmas who got a bunch of random ass shit that they didn't ask for. So I don't
I
know.
mean,
This is how you get Augustus P. McTavish's or whatever. You fuck them over once on Christmas and then they're a detective later or something. We're gonna talk about the end of this movie. The
yeah.
fucking
No, we
bonkers.
I know the end has problems.
I said, what the fuck is happening? I didn't know he was trying to solve a mystery, and the clues he used. Dear Lord.
I
Oh, I
know.
figured you were Mrs. Claus because Mrs. North, like the North Pole.
It's look, it's not a perfect piece of art. It's practically perfect.
I mean, I love that you love it.
No, but I watched it and I was like, "Oh yeah, that definitely needs to be more fleshed out." Like if they I don't know
It's
why they only
weird.
gave it an hour and a half because it, it
I
had enough.
think
There's enough meat there. Like,
I think that they added that scene where he Scooby Dooed her um because it was under an hour and a half long and they needed to add 3 minutes. Because it
well,
makes no sense. It's out of all the way nowhere.
I don't think it's just that. I think also, I mean, what? She has the kids all go on strike, he loses, and then that's it? Like, there's nothing more to the story? Like, I think they had to end it, but they end it quite flimsily.
It's it is weird. It is an oddball. It is like they were like, "Oh, Dolly Parton, hold please."
I almost I had to restrain myself because I almost texted you to be like, "This might be as mind-boggling an ending as The
It's
Best Little Whorehouse in Texas."
it is. I had exactly the same reaction where, like, I guess I was distracted or something. Like, I figured these movies are coming in for a landing. Like, it's at this point, like, I've put my book away. I'm just sort of, I'm waiting for the land. And then all of a sudden, Gremlins. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And these, like, I'm almost not paying attention anymore because we're almost,
Yeah.
I, and so I just yeah, it caught me a little bit off guard. Um but anyway, Mrs. Claus finishes all of her shit like a whole week early and she's bored AF. And so she goes to talk to Doc Hopper and he's a grumpus because um
It's so hard being a man, being
well,
Santa.
are you familiar with Ringo's Peace and Love video?
No.
Oh, it's the greatest thing ever. You got to watch it. This is probably 15, 20 years ago. Ringo puts out a video and uh he's like, peace and love, peace and love. I just want to let you know that I'm not gonna be signing anything anymore. So don't mail anything. If it gets here after the first, it's gonna be chucked. So don't send anything anymore. Peace and love, peace and love. And like it's just it's so funny the number of times he says peace and love when the message is quit fucking sending me shit to autograph.
Please fuck off. I'm
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah, peace and love, peace and love.
Peace and love.
Um yeah. Uh all right, that was the reason I was telling you that story and I lost it in the middle of Ringo
Because
going
he's
peace and
getting
love.
all the mail and
Yes, because Santa is peace and love, peace and love.
of course, in my brain too, I'm thinking like, even though they haven't said it's 1910 yet in the show, I'm like, there's more children in the world, you say? Huh. It's almost like we need birth control to be invented? So Santa doesn't have to read as many letters?
Well, that I mean,
It's really that he needs to ask for help. Because
uh,
Mrs. Santa Claus
Yeah.
has the whole group working for her and working together, and he isn't being that guy and like, no, 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 no. There's at writing to me. They're gonna get a response from me,
Yeah.
dude.
Santa's making shit too hard. Peace and love, Santa. That's all you gotta say. Like, it worked for Ringo. People still love him. But, um, I don't know. Santa neglects his wife, and she gets bored, and she has like I got a new idea. You can change your route, and it'll, I don't know, shave 14 minutes off your time or whatever. And and he's like, the time's fine as it is, woman. Bring me some cocoa. And she's like, I brought you cocoa. It's right here. It's the best cocoa in town. And he's like, fuck, damn, this is good cocoa. And so back to reading the letters. And then the fucking elves bring in more letters, and Santa is buried. Avalanche. Um, and Mrs. Claus is like, I know my plan's better. Um, I'm a, look, we only own 8 reindeer, and it is a week before the only day of the year that those reindeer have to do their job. But I'm gonna take them out. We're gonna go. We're gonna go take a little trip. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Can't think of any reason that I wouldn't be. And anyway, what do you need reindeer for? I mean, if a worst case scenario, a reindeer gets hurt, how long does it take for a reindeer to heal? It can't take any more than 3 days, 6 days.
1 week?
Oh Lord. So I don't know. She ends up in Lower Manhattan, Alphabet City, um, early 1900s. Let me ask you this? I have so many questions for you.
Please.
While she's down there, she does a lot of shit. She gets involved in the suffragette movement, leads a labor strike, child labor. She uses her skills running a sweatshop to do it with children this time, her dream, apparently.
She's working at a Mom Donnie level pace. I kid you
Yeah.
not.
She's getting there quick. She's like, I'm doing it.
She's like,
I've made
oh, I heard the
promises.
city has problems. Bet. I'll be right there.
Fix them. I'll be right. I'm just gonna walk over there.
While
I'm also
looking
gonna get this.
fabulous.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this cop laid. Like, I mean, I'm take care of all this business. Um. Uh. All right. I had a bunch of questions, and one of them I was thinking of, and then it ran away. Um. So let me ask you this: why do you love movies about child labor? What is it about the theme of child labor that just fucking tickles you so much?
It doesn't tickle me.
You love these movies about child labor in the early 20th century, and I want to understand why.
I mean, the easiest culprit is, as I told you, my Samantha doll, because from American Girl, because
Yes.
part of her plot line, actually her through line really, is she befriends a girl who has worked in factories. And she
Right.
currently doesn't have to. She's working next door, lovely place. I mean, not with nicer people, but at least she's not having to deal with horrible conditions
Mm-hmm.
like getting her hair and fingers caught in a machine. And so,
It's fucking horrible toys you had, but go ahead. Although, I mean,
amazing toys.
all my toys shot laser guns at each other and had swords and rode cats and shit.
You and I are the
So
same.
it's kind of the same. Yeah.
So, yeah, so Samantha becomes an advocate for child labor laws and like speaks at her school, and then like I said, it kind of becomes a through line for her. There's also a suffragist moment. So I even posited the question on Facebook, and of course I don't know enough people, and also I'm barely on there anymore, so like I'm not popping up on people's algorithm. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Um but I really do think the American Girl doll you have influences either what you are interested in historically, politically, the content you take in. Um, I think too, I think too, on some level, like because I had to keep so much inside as a kid, and these kids were getting to speak out and be
Mm.
emotional and
Okay.
vocal and fight for something. that was inspiring to me.
Okay. I get that. I can see that. Um, I'm shocked at how many movies there were targeted at children about child labor laws in the mid 1990s. Like that is a surprise to me. Um, but that is, I figured it had something to do with your American Girl doll.
No, it
And
absolutely does.
I'm heartened. Um, it's weird that I'm watching these movies, but that's all right. Um,
You're welcome.
no, so yeah, I'm happy about it. All right, let me ask you this question. So it's 1996, and um, they're gonna put this. They need to write a musical about Christmas, ostensibly. Mostly, as I texted you, this movie's 8% Christmas, 92% leftist propaganda. Uh, and
It
it's
didn't
just
work.
all about immigrants and child labor laws and votes for women, and it's all these things. Um, but like when you're gonna create art that's gonna be mass consumed, and this is mass consumption. This is a Christmas movie for like network television, right? Starring Jessica Fletcher. And we're even gonna sprinkle some bed knobs and broomsticks imagery in there, like when she's in the sleigh and it's just like they're in the bed.
You're right. I
Yeah,
hadn't even thought about that. Wow.
yeah. So like this is targeted at mainstream middle America, right? We want to all the eyeballs. It's fucking Angela Lansbury, who everybody loves. Michael Jeter from Evening Shade's in it. You watch Evening Shade? He's pretty popular. Um, and Doc Hopper. Um, what themes should we touch on? And they want because they want to make it palatable. They want to connect the current moment.
Do they?
Yeah, yeah, because you want people to watch, right? You want to connect the current moment to what's going on in your show. So, understanding that that is like the business mindset here. Do you think they said we need a show that is about what life is like in Alphabet City roughly 100 years ago when people paid their rent? Like, do you think that's what it was? They were like, we got rent is real popular. We'll make another play in the same physical location, but we'll show how much it's different in a year or in 100 years. And we're going to probably say that that has to do with child labor laws.
Except it's crazy because, like,
Maybe.
from the opening number, opening number, that's incorrect. The Avenue A number feels like a utopian society
Sure,
in New
because they were
York.
paying their rent. When you stop paying your rent, everything goes to shit. Pay your landlords. That's the
Except
message of
then,
the
of course, we
90s.
see that things aren't great. Like, I don't know what they were trying to say. I mean, I thought it was amazing, and I didn't realize how wildly left it is, which again,
Mhm.
not a problem here.
No, it's
Um,
very humane. It's like it's about the best parts about living in a city.
but like, can you imagine how like this just goes to show how underrated this movie is because this movie would be canceled hardcore by the right. They'd be like,
Oh
this
God,
leftist woke shit can't be viewed. Anyway,
it's
we're
super
not talking
woke.
about them.
Angela Lansbury, super woke.
Uh, Mrs. Claus is woke?
I
Shit.
know, I know.
It's it's pretty wild. I mean, I was only 7 at the time, so I couldn't tell you anything about politics at the time.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, but
Brandon Walsh was the president of the student body at California University, and that's all you need to know.
I mean, the great thing is when you set something back in time, you can kind of play with what your own politics are
Hmm.
and amp that up as like, "Hey, we're pro woman, let's talk about the suffragists."
Hmm.
But also
I
make sure
mean,
she answers the guy. Um,
hmm,
because it's the 90s. Feminists can be, can care about what they look like and still have a guy and be a feminist.
but
Kind of.
also maybe tone it down. Jesus,
Hey, at least it
like
was only other women telling her and like in the nicest way possible because right before she said or Mrs. Claus tells her like, "Why don't you try talking to them?"
hmm,
I had a moment of like, "Oh no, is she going to tell her to like not yell, like, be nice. But no, she did it in a much better way.
Mhm.
Like, "Have you
Yeah.
ever tried talking to
Constructive
them?"
feedback.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's,
Um,
I don't know. She,
I like the message of Christmas should be more about who you're with than the presents because, like, the the montage of everyone just throwing their presents like, "Oh, you children were abused to make these? Fuck this. My kids will go without presents." Days before Christmas. Like,
right.
that's incredible. Like, not worried about getting a backup gift or whatever, like, "Oh, no, this is unethical. We can't have this in our home. Out."
That's right. Fuck these kids. Not those other
No,
ones. Well, I
teaching the
wanna fuck
real
the
meaning of Christmas.
yeah, it's, work more reasonable hours, children. Not work no hours. How about just, like, you know, make it not frigid? I don't know. I feel like
Mittens.
yeah, no shit. I feel like Mrs. Claus's bar for success here is pretty low, like, when it comes to the child labor issues.
Oh,
Like, yeah, like, how about no? How about hire grown-ups to make your, like, child labor, like, not more reasonable hours. Like, no, send these kids home. They should be playing stickball and delivering papes.
one thing at a time, Jeff. It's like when they argued for an 8-hour day. That wasn't supposed to be where it stopped.
Look, I she's doing a lot, right? In like a week. Like, I think how like they have like those, you're gonna spend 3 nights in Dublin. Here's like things to do, like make a perfect 3-day trip in Venice or something. If you got a week to kill in New York, um, why not help lead a march for women's votes, start a child labor strike, convince an immigrant to embrace America, get a cop laid, and help 2 kids hook up? Like, just spend your time. Just get some shit done. Mrs. Claus, Mrs. North, come up with a made up name that no one would ever be able to crack your code. Oh, shit. Tavish figured it out. Mrs. Claus ain't no narc. I mean, like, those cops come for those kids, and she's like, "Fuck right off, copper."
Like, oh, I heard them going another way.
Yeah, yeah. Mrs. Claus is, she's a cool lady. Like, she'll take one for you. She'll get fired for your uh, loyal union children asses.
Yeah.
"Oh, you're gonna make us work on Christmas."
And
But
she'll
she's
come back
stand
and
up.
fight for you again, even
Yeah,
though
she
you
will.
all threw her under the bus.
Mhm. Yeah, because Mrs. Claus, she don't play. Um, alright, tell me what you love about this. Because you haven't gotten to talk enough about what you love.
Let's see. Well, I love Angela Lansbury. I love, you know, I love her. I love the fact that I love all the different touchstones of what is happening at the time.
Mm,
Like, yes, we should be fighting against children working. Um, yes, we should be fighting for women's right to vote. It took way
mhm,
too long.
mhm.
And it's still gonna take too long. Sadie's gonna be like middle aged by the time I say middle age. It's gonna be 10 more years. But
Yeah.
for a woman in 1910, middle age.
Yeah, that's 23, middle-aged. Oh,
Yeah,
old
exactly.
lady.
I like the immigrant storylines that we got.
Mhm,
Like, you have Nora and her dad over and they're waiting for her mom to be able to pay her to come over, which at the very end I thought once again, or not once again, but they show the mom and then the baby, and I'm like, how long have Nora and the dad been over here? Because that's where my adult brain went.
right. Here's here's where my adult brain goes. They couldn't have told her that she was on a boat already? The mom had to have gotten on that boat, like, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't know how long that trip is, but it's a couple
Maybe
weeks.
more.
Yeah, and the girl is like this whole time like, "Oh no, getting in trouble and like wiling out, and I need Mrs. North to come and give me the love my mom can't give me because I don't know if she's ever coming over here. She's been on the boat the whole time. Tell the child."
It wa it was supposed to be a Christmas surprise.
Man, that's rough. I hope you enjoy it in jail, lady.
Oh my
Your
god.
daughter's just out in these streets kicking cops and shit.
I won't kick you no more.
Yeah.
Um,
I won't throw eggs
I
at your face neither.
yeah. I really love I really love the moment when they're all looking through their stockings, and I mean, I got really emotional, of course. 1, musical, um,
Sure.
done. And then 2, at this point, people getting what they really want and need for Christmas, which Mrs. Lowenstein gets her other candlestick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Nora gets her mother. Like there's just and I love how unfazed Mrs. Claus is about, like, Christmas is coming. I need to get back. It's fine. It'll be fine. You all need to learn about the fact that Christmas is about each other and not gifts. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, I wonder if Mrs. Claus was preparing for possibly not getting back in time and thought, you know what? I might need to get people in the biggest city to
Mm-hmm.
be prepared. You know what? Let's
Yeah.
be anti-gifts this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because you may not get any. Santa may
That's
not
right.
be able to do his job because of
Yeah.
me. But I wanted to explore.
I brought literally every reindeer we have. Like
Yeah.
we like the freak it was not even born yet. Like Santa doesn't even have that red-nosed freak to like hop a back. It's just he's 8. That's all.
You know what? It makes so much sense now why this is in what do I want to say? Well, it's in line with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Santa because he's a cranky fuck and he's so mean to Rudolph's parents. Like, your kid's weird looking.
He's
Um,
shit to Rudolph. Yeah,
yeah,
until they need
he's
something.
mean to everyone.
Yeah, they're all that Rudolph is terrible. They're all mean to Rudolph until they need something. And they're like,
Yeah.
"Wow, you're the greatest guy that we just made fun of." And yeah, we're not going to let him play in any of our reindeer games. Right, 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 right.
But yeah,
Weird ass.
all
Yeah.
that to say again, I love the sense of camaraderie in this, and, even though Christmas is saved and everyone's gonna get their presents, I still love that the final message is like, "It's better together."
Yeah, I thought the final message was pay attention to your wife.
I mean, it should
Like,
be that too, but although it's pay attention to your wife, but also I'm gonna apologize with a brand new outfit, earrings, and gloves to match, which I'm, like, not mad about. Keep
no,
going.
because she's a lady, and ladies like these things.
When I saw that Bob Mackie did the costumes, I went, "Oh, this makes so much more sense now," because
Oh, yeah.
when they do the jump cut of, like, she's probably out there all alone and scared, and she's like, "I've been shopping," which I thought,
Right.
"With what money?"
Well, she worked at that she slave driver up there running the sweatshop.
Well, and she clearly went to the secondhand emporium that Mrs. Lowenstein recommended, but I was like, "This is still some good shit for secondhand."
Yeah. Well, better off. I tell you what she did. She took all of the shit material they were making teddy bears out of, and she traded it in for some good shit, and she made her own clothes like they were the drapes.
I
Oh, and Kirk
love that
Douglas drip.
trope. I fucking love that. More people making clothing out of curtains.
There you go. I don't know. Ours are plastic.
Oh, well, then don't do that.
Yeah. You know who would? Gaga.
Ugh, that's true.
Did you? I learned today apparently that her meat dress is on display at the MGM Grand.
Is it what is it covered with so that it doesn't
My guess is
avoid maggots?
flies and mold. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I just found that out today. Somebody I know is going to go there, and I think they're going to see it, and I'm like, awesome. That sounds gross.
Yeah.
Um,
No, that sounds very gross.
yeah, yeah. I think there's so much of this movie that's about don't neglect your wife. Like if you neglect your wife, like, she's gonna have to get a job, and nobody wants that. Like, that's terrible. And then you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get shitty cocoa. Like, Michael Jeter's gonna make you cocoa, and he didn't know what he's doing. You'll be all fucking lonely, and then you're gonna have to fellas, get ready. You're gonna have to express your feelings. Nobody ain't nobody got time for that. Like, just don't neglect your wife, and you'll never have to tell people how you really feel. Just pay a little attention. Get her
Except
fuzzy.
I feel like the lesson he should have also taken away is, like, ask her for help. I
Well,
mean,
and which he does, you know.
in a way, I mean, he does at least I love that he's gonna try out this new route on
Sure.
the night.
Mhm.
Also, by the time she gets there, some countries are already having Christmas. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I was thinking about the time a lot more this watch,
Mhm.
and I'm
Yeah,
like,
but those that's the poor
"Oh,
countries.
oh,
Yeah, the shithole countries, they don't get Christmas this year.
they do get
Sorry,
Chris."
everybody.
Oh, no. I know, I was just thinking
Yeah.
like, Australia is already having Christmas, and you've forgotten those children.
Yeah. Sorry,
Japan,
Australia.
China, all of
Yeah.
these I'm
Sorry, you guys.
I'm just assuming that there's everyone around the country or around the world. I don't know. Um,
Do they
let's
know it's
talk about
Christmas time at all?
Yeah.
Apparently not. Mrs. Claus fucked up, took all the reindeers, and one of them got an owie.
Let's, do you wanna talk about the ending a little bit? Like, where did it fall off for you?
The minute that she went to the stables to pick up the reindeer and go home, and she discovers the owner of the toy factory
Mr.
sweatshop,
Tavish.
Mr. Tavish, has um I don't I he's just there. He's there. Um and he's there to stop her from going back to Santa?
'Cause he wants to ruin Christmas for everyone.
Yeah, cuz so he can sell more merch, which, you know, capitalism. I get it. I understand. But then how do you okay. If a lady shows up in your life and she says, "My name is Mrs. North. I don't have a job. I don't have any references. I got one outfit, but I'm staying up at the home up there. Don't worry, my reindeer, they're hanging out at the don't worry about my reindeer. Mind your business." Um, I have a lot I have a lot of experience making toys. Can I have a job? And you're like, "Sure, you can get a job. That's no problem. I need somebody. It's, you know, these unruly child laborers that I have here. Do you work with them for me?" She's like, "Yeah. I used to bullseye womp rats in my T-16 back home. They're not much bigger than 2 meters." That's a Star Wars reference, by the way, about Luke telling everybody that their job is easy.
Oh,
Um, yeah, and that's what Mrs. Claus is like. "If I can do this shit, like if you can work with elves, you can work with children." But she doesn't say that part either. Like, she doesn't say anything that would make Tavish say, "You know what? I bet she's a mythical lady from the North Pole. I bet she probably is."
'cause
Uh,
only someone wanting to help children have safer working conditions, only
yeah,
someone wanting to have kids or have the workers be warm, only someone who's kind could be from could be from a mythical place, could be
she
from a
can't be a
fantasy place.
she can't be a real person. She has to be, I don't know, Santa Claus's wife, probably, I guess. And then in his spare time, when he's not like not turning the heat on and yelling at children and whatnot, he's piecing together and we don't see him doing this, but he's piecing together all the clues. Um and the clues are primarily you're a nice person and you said your name was North, so ergo Santa Claus. Um it it reminds me of there's a wonderful moment in the Batman movie, the 1966 Batman movie, where um Batman has two riddles that he's been given, and he reads them to Robin. And the riddles are, um, what kind of people are always in a hurry? And um, what's yellow and writes? And Robin says,
A pencil.
what's yellow and writes has to be a ballpoint banana. Precisely. And what kind of people are always in a hurry? Russian people, which means someone from Russia is going to slip up on a banana peel and break their neck. The only possible explanation.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I love it so much. The only possible explanation. Um, this guy is Robin with the ballpoint banana. Like, he figured this shit out based on no kind of clues.
Not to mention him blaming Santa for what his stepbrother did.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And he even knows it. I'm mad at Santa, so fuck you. Cause my stepbrother took the toy that I wrote and I asked for it and I got it. And then my brother was a dick. So fuck off, Santa Claus.
Between this movie and the Santa Claus,
Mm-hmm.
there was a theme ever present in the 90s of, listen, parents, if you don't give your kid what they want, they might turn out to be an asshole.
No shit. What were we just watching where that was a thing?
Oh no, it's continued.
Yeah, no, there was a movie recently that we watched where someone became the bad guy because of something from their childhood that they didn't get. Oh fuck, I gotta go look at our list now.
Okay.
No, because it's gonna bother the fuck out of me, and it was really recent.
Oh, I was worried you
Uh,
hated discussing Mrs.
oh
Santa Claus that much.
no, it was Adam's Family Values. Remember,
Oh,
she got the Barbie that she didn't want or whatever, and
see?
it turned her into a homicidal maniac
Once again in the 90s.
in the 90s. Yeah, so spoil your children or else, and come fuck you up.
Yep. I love finding weird through lines.
I
Like,
know.
that
Yeah,
very much probably wasn't a thing, and yet that is definitely the messaging that was out there. Um,
yeah. Hmm.
I don't know.
And then, and then he solves the mystery, and he threatens her with not letting her leave, and then like she she says like four sentences to him, and
Yeah.
he's like, "You're right." Like, what? Why did we do that? Why did we do any of that?
To add more drama, here's the thing that I hope they do with, I think they're still working on a Broadway musical version of this. I really hope so. But I would hope that they expand his role because it really is a cool role. I mean, like the actor sells me on it. Like he's so
Hmm.
good. Um but then also the bigger problem for me was she's at the ball. She goes
Hmm.
outside to have a minute, look for their star.
Have a
And
smoke.
it's Christmas Eve. I should go back a little bit too, because Marcello, the stable man,
Yes.
comes to her and says, "Hey, by the way, Cupid, the injured reindeer, he's fine now." And she's just like,
Hmm.
"Okay," and still hangs
Yep.
out at the ball, like, "I'm having
Hmm.
a great time. New York is fabulous. Maybe like, I'm just having a good time." And it's not until she sees the star and she goes into what I call the Angela must have this many songs
Yes, she must.
because this is this is the song that's been bugging me the most. I'm fine with the rest of the music, but this one bugged me because it's just her singing, "He needs me and I need him."
Hmm.
Um, and if he needs me, I'll go because I need him much more.
Right. Also, I have the keys.
I mean, yeah. And so but yeah, it's not until she sings this song and sees their star twinkle that she's like, "You know what? I'll go." And I'm like, "Okay. I'm glad you finally realized that maybe it's time to go." Like she's just so unbothered by time and by the need and like by the needs of her husband, which I'm like, "You know what? Fair, because he doesn't care about you, at least right now."
You know who she
because he clear
is in that moment? She's Cameron. "I'll go, I'll go, I'll go.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
gonna keep calling me, make me feel guilty. I'll go. Fuck! I'll go, God, I'll go." That's yeah,
And,
she's
like
going to pick up Ferris.
but it's just her first song is about how she wants to go off and be independent and, like, not even figure out who she is. She just wants people to know she exists, which
Right.
get that.
Mhm,
And then I understand and am okay with the realization of, like, yeah, I do need him,
mhm,
but I wish they had, like, put more around it or into the song so it didn't just seem like because this is what I get from her and then Sadie the suffragist. It's, you know, you have these independent women who have their own thing, but then of course the way the movie writes in the man is so injected as if to undo it.
mm,
And it's like, guys, it's 96. We know we can have both, and also men can be understanding that women want to be independent and, have
mhm,
rights, have autonomy, like,
mhm,
but I don't know, so that's where it was just too short for me, like, "Really? You're realizing you need to go? It's honey, it is 9 p.m. on Christmas Eve, Eastern Standard Time. You are
yeah, no
late.
shit. Yeah,
You
the
are
ball has
late."
begun. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There is um, there's a lack of an arc for her that makes any kind of real sense,
Yeah.
and, like, because there's, like she and Santa both realize so silly these sentences that are coming out of my mouth right now. She and Santa, uh, understand that they need each other, and
Yeah.
more than that, that they want each other, they miss each other. And they each come to this through doing nothing at all that has anything to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, like she doesn't have to do anything to get home. She just got to hang out for a week.
Yeah.
She got to wait. Like here's some apples and carrots, stable boy. Take care of my reindeer, and I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna check out these kids, get this cop laid. And Santa is like reading letters and getting stressed, but he's not doing anything. And then it's like, oh, he has some bad cocoa. So oh, I miss her now. I didn't even know she was
Yeah.
gone. Um, a-
Right.
and then they're like, you see them missing one another, but you don't see them doing anything to like solve the
And
problem.
I also don't believe that she needs him much more.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I don't listen,
She has
it
the
ought to
keys,
show you
for
how
God's sake.
she's so fucking good of an actor that, like, I believe I believe Angela believes it, even though I'm sure in the back of her mind too, she was like, "Really? Do I? Do I?"
Yeah. I solved all those mysteries and I did not have a man.
No kidding. So, I applaud her for singing it with her whole chest, but yeah,
Mhm.
I do not believe that Mrs. Santa Claus needs him much more. I
No, he
don't believe
clearly
that.
needs her. Again, she has the keys.
And the
So
recipe for the best hot cocoa.
and she runs the place that makes the shit he delivers. Like really she is running production and scheduling and like the mailroom. He's running
Mhm.
all of that. All he's doing is like his job strictly is delivery. Like he doesn't even plan the route. Like the logistics are handled by his whole
Yeah.
team. Um, and she takes the keys. And so he's like, "Well, fuck. I'm out of you know what he is? He's Jim Walsh. He's fucking I've tried 0 things and I'm all the way out of ideas.
Yes.
Here we are." Um, also, not for nothing. Speaking of problems that one has with the end of this movie, the lady gets her second candlestick back, right?
Yes.
Did you see where she put it?
Right next to the other
She
one on
she
on the mantle?
yes, she put it on the mantle next to no, put it on the
Yeah.
other side of the
No,
mantle, you lunatic.
I noted that too, and I was like, "Well, it's in the shot, so they had to."
I
Um,
guess, but I think that lady's
and
crazy.
that's as close as we get to seeing Hanukkah on the screen.
2 almost 2 candles.
Okay, also, I didn't catch on this as a kid, but, like, the references she makes back to the old country and, like, keeping her suitcase packed, like, that
Mhm.
hurt so much. I was like, "Oh
Sure.
god."
Mhm.
And then, like, she's unpacking because I didn't get that as a kid, like, that
Sure, why
went
would
right
you?
over my
Yeah.
head. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, but I look, if okay, 2 things. It would not have been appreciated, but I guarantee you it wouldn't have been put on the mantle like that if Ray gave Mrs. Martin the candlestick that she always wanted. Like, she would pretend she liked it and shit on it, you she would have that look she would have that look on her face, like, "What a fucking asshole this kid is," but she would go over there and she would place it perfectly so that it created symmetry on the mantle.
Yep.
So, I don't know, one way that this lady is not like Felice Martin, and the only way.
Oof.
I assume this lady doesn't have 10 grand to give to a musician to make his album.
Mrs. Lowenstein is great, and I will not hear anything against her.
She's not Felice, that's for damn sure.
Thank God.
Yeah, because she doesn't care about mantle balance.
No.
No. Um, do you have, intimacy adventures?
I have just a couple things.
Okay.
There's really not much in this. It's made for TV. It's
Mhm,
Hallmark.
mhm,
But of course, you know, there's this cute little moment between Mr. and Mrs. Claus. You know,
mhm.
once again, kind of at the beginning of the movie, like The Fugitive, to establish. It's almost like they want to make sure they let us know these people are happy together.
Right.
They
Even
just
though
have a
he's
few.
neglecting her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. Yeah, because like. Of course, she comes over to wrap the scarf around him, and he's, again, not really looking at her, but he does just reach over his hand to take hers. And it's so cute, and they just have this
Mhm.
sweet little moment where they, like, meld into each other a little, and that's, like, the most he acknowledges her in the beginning, the
Yeah.
warmest moment they have. And, you see her love volume go back up again, like, "Ooh, okay, I'm good." But
Right.
obviously, not enough because she's like, "Fuck, I need something to do. I
Yep,
need to
I'm
not feel
bored.
invisible." Um, and, they have other moments near the end, like, where they're just kinda, like, leaning into each other and being all smiley and, and cutesy, like, they've been together for centuries, how
Right.
I'm sure it's still hot, but around Christmas, probably not, their busiest time of year, like, that really gets on you, so.
Yep. Plus, like, have you ever, like it's not exactly the same, but have you ever had a day where you're just, like, doing too much in Excel? Where you're just, like, staring at a spreadsheet for, like, 5 hours? And your brain is fucking mush. Like, and you get home and you're just like, I have no brains. I can't even, I don't know. That's got to be what Santa was like after reading all those letters in the chicken scratch handwriting of those illiterate children. Like,
Yeah.
it's no, like, well, the shitty kids have bad handwriting. Like, the good kids at least paid attention in school.
You
But
know,
that's tiring.
brief interjection on intimacy, because you bring up an
Mm,
interesting point, like, literacy might have been up more, but all the children of the world would not have been able to write, and certainly all of their parents would not have been willing or
yep.
sometimes even able to write. So it's
Yep.
it's fascinating that they're like, he's getting more letters, and it's like, I don't think he would be getting that many more in
Probably
1910,
not.
but
No.
I'm I'm operating without the census from the time.
Right. Sure.
Um Knowing the literacy rates, like most people, I'm
It's a fair
operating on vibes.
supposition.
Thank
It's a
you.
fair supposition. Yeah. Um,
Um,
yeah.
you know, I think intimacy in this, there's the question posed, or I think you could pose the question of like, how do we know who to trust? Well, intimacy helps because of the way people react. So like
Mm,
you see how Mr. Tavish like is kind of slimy with the children. Like what
Mhm.
he does lift one of their faces up, and the face this kid made was perfection. Just utter disgust of like, oh, why are you touching me? But then anytime Mrs. Claus, just her touch is so gentle and light and
Mhm.
kind, and they're all just like, even if they're not immediately charmed, they're like, okay, you're
Yep.
okay. You're not
Mhm.
being gross or weird. You're being a grandma.
Yeah.
Or not
Mhm.
even a grandma, it's just she's being a lot nicer about it and less
Mhm.
steezy. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot about what you sense here, not sensation. Um, and then this will be a good segue into Needle Drop Forest,
Mm.
because I'm gonna call this, we have the "I'll Never Love You" song.
Mm.
Um, I don't have
Yeah,
an
the that
example of
we're
many others.
opposites or whatever.
Yeah, but, like,
Mhm.
there's definitely this song in a lot of musicals where the romantic couple that we're supposed to be rooting for are basically singing how, like, "We'll never like each other, I'll never like you because this, and this," and then by the end, they're kissing.
Mhm.
Um, while I while I can understand why they wrote in a romantic thing here, uh, it is still disappointing, especially for the fact that it ends with him pointing to his cheek and then tricking her
That's right.
into kissing him. And I
Yep.
thought, so you were never down for the cause. You were just trying to get her the whole time. Fuck you, man.
Yeah. He probably
So
was.
that's me feeling, actually that's stronger than I really feel about it, but it is annoying. It's just, it's an unnecessary moment. And then too, the fact that they like run off. Look, I know it's 1910. I know
Mhm.
I've been watching Bridgerton and it's very different era, but women still have to worry about how they appear in public in terms of like PDA. Where are you running off to?
Mhm. The
I know you're not
whorehouse
going to a bar. I
with the
know you don't
ceiling
have a house,
fans and
sir. You live in a stable. You probably live in a room next to the stable. You what? You're going to go listen to her talk more about why women deserve the right to vote? Like, it's, and I know too, it's, they have to run off because if she goes upstairs, then it gets in the way of the next number. But like all things that could be filled up better, all things that like, if you're gonna keep the song, which they'd probably keep the song, like, I don't know, just don't have him trick her into really kissing him. Come on, because
mm,
it's a stupid ploy.
yeah. It's very much of the time though. And if like
Yeah.
and again, I've not seen Mame or Hello Dolly, but I feel like that's exactly the kind of gag you would get in a movie of the or a musical of that era.
Because I don't even know. I don't, this is a I don't know what came first thing. Is it creators wanting everyone paired off because it looks nice and it's fun, or is it the audience wanting people paired off because it's comforting when we see people paired off and happy, even though like
Mhm.
we all have a much we all have a lot more knowledge of the types of relationships now, and like just because you're with someone doesn't mean you're happy, like
Mhm.
especially in 1910. My god, like
Mhm.
so I like, I get it from the musical standpoint. I just I feel like it undoes so much, but then again, I don't know what kind of ending you give Sadie because they're not gonna get the right to vote until
Right. Yeah.
10 years
Yeah.
later.
Yeah. And I don't know, Mrs. Claus did a lot, but did she? I mean, you
She
know, did she?
she threw some ingredients together, started it, and then said, "Alright, someone else watch it."
Yep.
She's
Here's your sourdough starter or whatever. Peace out. Peace
she's
out.
kind of like, I mean, she is kind of like Dolly Levi in that like Dolly loves getting mixed up into things, like, and not to hurt anyone. She also wants to pair people together, and
Mm.
people who really love each other, she wants to help them find their way to each other. But she'll stir shit up and then be like, "Oh, gotta go."
Mm. Nice.
And I mean, it's just interesting that like Jerry, I don't know Mame very well, sadly, but it's also got independent women featured in it.
Mm. Okay.
independent older women. So I just wonder if, like, Jerry Herman is just out there trying to or was out there trying to, like, write roles for older women and independent
Mhm.
women in the best way he could for the time.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I include 96 in that because the 90s were very much like "Oh, we'll give you some feminism, but we're still gonna pair you off at the end because come on.
Yeah.
You know you don't feel whole without a man."
Yeah, everybody likes dick. That's all there is to it. I get it. Um, all right, needle drop forest time. My needle drop forest is a little tidbit that I picked up. But that I just found interesting. But tell me before we get to my little tidbit, like tell me about the music from this. Because I didn't think that the songs were bad. Like it wasn't like those movies that I watch where I'm like, if this just had some decent songs. Um, like the songs were fine, like nice little numbers. They felt like mid-century uh American musical theater, which is not necessarily my favorite time period of American musical
Okay.
theater. Um, I just most of those musicals I find to be pretty trite. It's like, ugh, you know.
Yeah, they, so I I like the music enough in this, it's not anything amazing, but it does its purpose. It's catchy, they're easy to sing, um,
Oh yeah, prove it.
they're no, you
Oh, you suck. I bet you can't even sing. Reverse psychology. I'm getting in there. Getting
well, everyone can go to my YouTube page and find out for themselves.
in. Oh, were you saying the entire HMS Pinafore?
No.
Oh,
Sadly, no Gilbert and Sullivan in my arsenal. No, I think this show has a bit of a Disney feel and kind of Wizard of Oz in that you have you have 3 musical themes and they keep playing on the theme because,
okay.
they have the opening number, which is called 7 Days Until Christmas.
Uh huh.
The dun 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 da da da. And so she sings
Yeah.
that and it's happy. The workshop is great. But then you see it sung from Tavish's perspective and
Uh huh.
it's darker, sinister, little bit of I think it was in a minor key. I'm no expert on music. But so you have these songs that are sung throughout. She has her number like I'm Mrs. Santa Claus, and then that's
Hmm.
also gets used again for the it's time for every Miss and Mrs. to have a vote. You're
Oh,
welcome. I
okay.
sing.
Tricked you into it by
I put
doing
no
nothing.
effort into it so I don't sound like I'm showing off. But there we are.
Jane
I'm
and Michael Banks.
thanks.
See, I didn't put any effort into that either. It's also about suffragettes.
Yes, indeed.
So, mhm.
So
Votes
yeah,
for
I mean,
women.
it's a musical in the same way The Wizard of Oz is a musical. You have some songs. They're all very similar, because it's a short show. It's
Yeah.
it's not supposed to be complex, I think is the point. Um,
It's interesting to me that you compare it to The Wizard of Oz. Like, I feel like you're taking a shit on The Wizard of Oz a little bit.
no, I love The Wizard of Oz, but The Wizard of
Okay.
Oz is quite other than Over the Rainbow, the rest of the music is fine, but it's
Ooh,
all
I don't know. If I only had a brain, I sent you that video the other day. Come on, how nice is that? And
no, that's but it's the same
I know
across
it's
the
the same
3
song.
guys.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that. Okay. I agree with you on I it sounded like you were saying this movie is like The Wizard of Oz in that the music isn't any good.
Oh, no, please, that's not what I mean at all.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
the music is fine, but I think they're similar in that they're just to move it's I mean, all musicals, the reason they sing is to move the story forward or
Mhm.
to express an emotion that you can't adequately express
Yeah.
in speech alone.
Mhm.
But not every song is different. You know, there are like
they're using the same theme for 3 different characters to
yeah.
express yeah, okay. Um,
And that does happen in more complex shows like Les Mis,
mhm,
but there are a lot more themes and they do more
sure,
with it. Like
gotcha.
this look, they ordered a 90-minute musical. You
Mhm,
can only do so much. I
they
fucking
got
love
one.
Wizard of Oz, but
Okay.
I'm I'm not gonna say it's the best musical. Like,
No, but I mean, and maybe it's a product of, like, just having seen it a billion times. Um, but, like, I can sing all kinds of songs from The Wizard of Oz. I can give you lollipop guilds, I can give you lullaby leagues, I can give you, have to verify it legally,
I
you
think
know?
I think because before we had Disney movies, well, Mrs. Santa Claus came after, but, you have The Wizard of Oz before them, and, like, I think the point is for the songs to be easy and catchy so that other people can sing along, or if
Yeah,
you remember it, you sing it at home, like, so, yeah, like, it's not Sondheim,
right.
you have to listen to that
Bubby baby
20
Bobby
times.
Bubby.
Now she's
She's
gonna
gonna
do it
say it
right.
wrong.
Now she's gonna say it wrong now, but it won't be my fault.
Not my fault. I didn't do it.
Bobby, baby, Bobby, booby, Bobby.
How do you say it? Um, I'm getting married today.
I just fucking love
Uh,
Company. Oh, the guy who choreographed this choreographed a revival of Company on Broadway. So
oh,
just
well, that's cool. Um, and my needle drop is tangential, just like that one. Um, uh, Louis Armstrong had a number one hit with Hello Dolly in 1964. It knocked the Beatles out of the number one spot. They'd been number one for 14 weeks with 3 different songs. Because this is 1964. This is Beatlemania. This is Ed Sullivan and it's all of that. She Loves You, I Want to Hold Your Hand, and Can't Buy Me Love had been number one for 14 weeks straight, and they were knocked off by a Jerry Herman song. So,
wow. Go Jerry
yeah,
Herman.
random little factoid. Um, Apropos of nothing.
Oh,
All
but
right.
it's time for every Miss and Mrs. to have a vote. Is not going to take over the radio waves? Come on.
I guess it didn't. I don't know. It
That's
still could.
rude.
I know. All right. What else time? Is this anyone's defining role?
No.
No. Um, all right. Here's the thing that you remember how I said all the time that I'm not in charge up here? Um,
Yes.
3 different pop culture tie-ins to this movie that were not intended, one assumes. One, we've already talked about the whole Scooby-Doo ending of it all. What? I don't
Mrs.
okay.
Claus.
He takes off and it's a real estate scam. Um, there's also I don't know if we've talked about it, but there are 2 Christmas songs. Songs is I'm being liberal with the usage of the word song here. That I love above all else. One of them is Weird Al's "The Night Santa Went Crazy."
Oh God.
Do you know this song?
Yes, of course. You
I
see who
know,
I'm
I
with?
know who you. I know. I figured you probably did, but that is so funny. It's just so sick and twisted. And the other one is Cheech and Chong's Santa Claus and His Old Lady. Have we talked
Oh
about
God.
Santa Claus and His Old Lady?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's so funny. It's just this weird little Cheech and Chong bit where Chong is like, he's trying to write a song about Santa Claus uh or no, Cheech is trying to write this song about Santa Claus. And he's like, about Santa Claus, man, Santa Claus? And he's like, oh, I know that cat. I tried to play with him downtown, man. He's like, no, Santa Claus is not a musician, man. I'm hip, man. That cat didn't know any tunes, man. And like it just goes on and he tells a story about Santa Claus, like in Nueva York a long, long time ago, like 5 years ago. Um Santa Claus and his old lady, they used to live in the projects and they hung out with all these freaks and they were making toys all night and just banging the things and they got kicked out of the projects. He's like,
Oh
"They
my
got kicked out of
god.
the projects?" "Yeah, man, they got kicked out of the projects." And they went upstate to get their heads together, and, they started the Santa Claus and His Old Lady commune, and they would just come down once a year to deliver, presents in their tight sled, like a real tight sled. Um, and, they man, how'd they get the reindeers off the ground, man? Look, they giving some magic dust, man.
Oh
You get
my
a little
god.
bit to the reindeer, a little bit to Santa Claus, a little bit more to Santa Claus, a little bit more to Santa Claus. And the magic dust. But when at the end of this movie, when Santa Claus and his old lady are flying around, I'm like, oh, they got their heads together, man.
There
Like
you go.
I couldn't help but think about Santa Claus and his old lady. And the other thing that I couldn't help thinking about was at the very end when Mrs. Claus is like at the party and she's saying goodbye, and the girl's like, "I'll see you tomorrow." She's like, "Not to me. I'm out of here. I only
No.
came to town. I came to town just for 1 week. I solved all your problems and I left." And you know who that's
Love you,
like?
bye.
That's just like the A team. They show up, they solve all your problems, they have a plan, they get out and they leave town. And like the little kid that like really liked BA was like, "I'll see you tomorrow, BA." And he's like, "No, little boy, don't be a fool. I'm taking off. With Murdoch, crazy fool." And like they would always become like friends with the people in the town, and then they would just leave. And that's Mrs. Claus. She's fucking 18.
I mean, it made me think of Mary Poppins, but A-Team
Mm-hmm.
works too.
No, Mary Poppins, same deal. Mary Poppins, not many people will tell you this. A-Team of Jace. But it's
She's gotta
true.
be an Avenger, right?
I mean, she's got that bag. I mean, I don't think that Doctor Strange has anything as cool as her bag. You know,
I don't know, that cape is pretty cool, but yeah, the bag
that's
is
pretty cool.
amazing.
I know it's pretty good. What else you got?
Hmm. Oh, I should also add, I really do love I feel the unsung theme that is gifts ruin Christmas because, hi, I hate shopping for gifts for
Hmm.
people. So stressful. I also don't like receiving gifts now because I'm like, I don't know what to get you. Why should you get me anything? Please, this is horribly stressful. Please stop. Let's not do this. Um, I
I'm
want the
sorry.
gift of your presence. Your presence is a
Uh,
present.
oh, I see what you did there.
I know. I'm so clever.
Homonym. It sounds worse sound alike.
Listen, you give me a musical that, I should be in, then I'm just feeling myself and,
I
coming
like
up
it.
with bits.
Do it. I love it. Um,
Yeah, but I don't think I have anything else.
all right. What is this the EST of for you then?
This might be the least Christmassy Christmas movie I have ever seen.
This might be less Christmassy than Die Hard.
A little bit.
Like at least there's Christmas songs in Die Hard.
It's
Um,
it's in the background.
yeah, yeah. This movie ain't got nothing to do with Christmas. Like I, I understand. There's a reason why this movie is not like a holiday staple because it has zero to do with the holiday. You know,
I mean, that and also people just don't care about Mrs. Santa Claus, like
hashtag
they're like,
feminism.
bless them for trying,
Yeah.
because they knew. I don't think they knew where we were headed.
No, this is 90210.
No.
Mrs. Mrs. Santa Claus is not predicting the future. She's predicting the past. Votes for women.
Hell yeah.
Um, yeah, this is I would say that this is the most leftist Christmas movie, but
I was thinking that too.
you know what? Here's the thing. Every movie that has a moral is leftist.
Right.
They're all like look, go back and watch all the bad guys are capitalists. They're
Yeah.
all right-wing assholes. All the everyone that you're rooting for in all these movies, they're on the left, you guys. I'm sorry. Like they just fucking are. I don't know what to
Yep.
tell you. Quit, quit, quit actively supporting the evil empire, you fucks.
No
Mr. Potter's
shit.
an asshole. Now,
Darth Vader would
granted,
not give a shit about you.
Pottersville does seem like fun. I will say that.
Here's
But
the I mean, maybe, but, like, I don't know. I don't really care for gambling, so, like
yeah,
and
but
I
what
mean, yeah,
about
they're
holes?
okay, fine. I'm all about that.
I knew I'd find the thing that you were sweetest on. Hookers.
Whores.
That's right. Dirty, dirty prostitutes.
Give him a little pickle tickle and be done.
Hmm. Yeah, leftist tripe this movie. Um, more of it. More of it.
Yes.
All right. I think that once again we have proven my theory that everything comes back to Aaron Spelling.
Even Mrs. Santa Claus.
Yeah, even Newsies, um, with Angela Lansbury. All right, and we did it, and I'm happy for us. I'm happy for you that you got to do your happy movie. Um, I don't know. I guess it's good I saw this, like, but again, algorithm fucked.
I hope
Um,
it is stuck in your head as it has been in mine for the past week.
I honestly none of the songs imprinted that deeply.
Ugh,
Um, because I've only seen it once. You know,
I
they're
guess.
yeah. So
Ugh,
sorry, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. Gosh.
gosh.
Um, so join us here next week, Cheesemeisters, on Wednesday when we watch season 5, episode 16, Sentenced to Life. And in honor, and this is, I told you that we're never going to tell you the spelling connection before the movie, other than last week when we did it with Mark Damon Espinosa and The Fugitive.
Mm,
Um, but the whole reason we're watching next week's episode, and you knew it when we did Starship Troopers, you knew about Dina Meyer and Casper Van Dien, you already did. Who am I fooling? Um, but next week is the Milton Berle episode.
yes.
Um, the Milton Berle episode, which led to the only Emmy nomination that Beverly Hills 90210 ever got. Yep,
What?
for his guest starring role. Yep. Yeah. So you
Wow.
get ready for an Emmy nominated performance by
For
Milton Berle
acting.
for acting, motherfuckers.
Acting.
So we are gonna, in honor of Milton Berle, we are going to watch Long Dong Silver. No, just joking. Um, I'm not gonna watch that. We're gonna watch It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, which is I'm kind of looking forward to it. Like it is a classic. I don't know I don't know how much you're gonna laugh. Like I don't know how
Yeah.
much the jokes hold up as like laugh out loud jokes. Um, but it is I think it's an important piece of the history of comedy in cinema. And so I think it's totally worth watching. And it has one of the best Simpsons episodes does deep references to this movie. And I'm gonna have to make sure you watch that too.
I
Um,
I was gonna request it, don't worry.
yeah, it's really fucking funny. It's an episode called Homer the Vigilante. Um, yeah, and there's a cat burglar, and Homer chases the cat burglar, and the cat burglar, after Homer catches him, the cat has been caught by the very person who was trying to catch him. How, I, how ironic. Um, but after he catches the cat burglar sends them on a wild goose chase that has so many references to It's a Mad, Mad World in it. Mad, 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 Mad World. That like, if you know who Phil Silver is, you're like, oh, I see it. But there's also other stuff.
Okay.
Um, so it's a fucking delight. So yeah, we're gonna watch It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, and do yourself a favor, Cheesemeisters, and also go watch Homer the Vigilante. Um, it's it's just wonderful. Um,
And go
yeah,
watch Mrs. Santa Claus. I know it's
yeah, watch it
February
again.
or March by
Yeah,
the time we get this out there, but come on.
it
Put a
legit
song in
might
your
be
heart.
April. It might almost be April when this comes out.
Oh god.
Um, yeah, because I'm not sure how many weeks ahead we are. We're 4 or 5. I'm not sure. Um, so I don't know. But until then, Cheesemeisters.
Cheers.
Peace out.